Hello, everybody. Um, Today has been probably one of the most difficult days of my entire life. I've never had to go through something like this. Well, first off, I'm gonna start by reading the letter that I got today from my mother, and then I'll go from there. My dearest Frankie, we love you and miss you so much. I'm sitting here with Nona, Ari, and your cousin, and are so sad to tell you that Grandpa lost his battle with cancer. Although it is so difficult, we thought it would be the right thing to tell you. We love you so much and want you to know that Grandpa said specifically a few days ago that if anything were to happen, he wanted you to know how proud he is of you and that he is rooting for you to win. Even though he had no idea what was going on in the show, he was watching just for you, live feeds and all. He also insisted that whatever happened, he didn't want to interfere with this opportunity for you. All of us are here strongly supporting you and encouraging you to stay in the game and work hard like Grandpa did his whole life. And as Grandpa wanted you to, he said to himself, please don't think about coming home. Think of how much Grandpa wanted you to stay. He's watching you from heaven, and I'm sure that's better than any live feed we've got. Be strong as he would be and smile because he deserves to be celebrated. Take your time. Take deep breaths. We love you endlessly and are staying strong over here. We are waiting for you to have a celebration of his life when we are together in person at the end of September. We love you so much and want to hug you. I love you, Mommy. P.S. The four of us just spent 40 minutes fighting over whether or not to tell you that we want to hug you because we don't want to tempt you to come home. Stay. Be strong. So that was the letter that I got today, and it's been a very difficult day for me, mostly because I'm not with my family in this horrific time of need for them. Like, I know the pain and the suffering and the anguish that my family is going through. About 6 years ago, I believe, my Aunt Judy passed away, and she died of breast cancer, breast to hip to spine to bone to liver. That's how the cancer went through her body. And they gave her 6 months to live, and she lived for 7 years because she's a fighter. And my grandfather gave her that fight. My grandfather spent every single day of his life fighting for his family and for his family. That's what he was fighting for. You know, he fought for his country. In the army, he fought for his family every day. He was not a well-off man. He was born to very humble beginnings, and he worked every single day of his life to get the money and fortune that could support his family as he wanted them to live. He had dreams, he had ambitions, he had goals, and he worked his butt off every single day to get to that place so that we were provided for. You know, he gave birth to, well, he didn't give birth. He sired 2 beautiful girls, Joan and Judy, and those 2 women are pillars of strength and pillars of fight. My Aunt Judy, who I just mentioned, she was the first female president of the National Press Club. My grandfather instilled the values into her that made her want to do that, to be the first woman president of the National Press Club. That was because every single day he came home and he told her, work hard, try hard, and you will succeed. My mother took a company that he was the president of. My grandfather gave her that company, and she turned it into 3 companies. All while she was raising me, my mother did this, because she was strong, and she had in her the grandy fight that my grandfather gave her. And now this letter tells me that he wants me to stay here and he wants me to fight. He's proud of me. He's proud of what I'm doing in this house. And this house is hard, man. This is rough. I've had to do things and play roles in this house that I would never be outside of this house. Like Frankie J. Grande, like the fun, loving, wonderful person that he is outside of this house is still there. It's waiting for me to pick him up as I walk back out the door. But I've had to, I'm playing a character in this house. I'm playing many different characters. I'm playing many different roles. And I'm doing it all so that I can win $500,000 and that I can build schools in Africa for children who will then go on to live better, stronger lives. I'm doing this for education. I'm doing this to help people that do not have access to the luxuries that I had. Because of my grandparents, I went to the best schools. I am a triple major. I graduated biology, theater, dance, triple major with dual degrees. I never did drugs, I never partied, I never drank alcohol. All I did was study. I put my head down and I wanted to be my grandfather. That's all I've ever wanted to be in this life was my grandfather. I wanted to be him, and I wanted him to be proud of me. Because he worked so hard and he instilled in me that desire to work hard and to achieve. And that's why, everything I've ever done, I've tried to do in his image. My name is Frank Grande. His name is Frank Grande. I was named after that man. He said Frank Grande. Now I say Grande. I changed it. I'm the one that changed it. Frankie Grande. I changed it. But Frank Grande is my grandfather. I was named after that man, and every day that I am alive on this planet and on this earth, I try to be like him. He was an impeccable dresser. Man never was out of a suit. He took such pride in his appearance. Always a suit, always a tie, even when we were tanning. I want someone to please look up on my Instagram, scroll down, and find the picture of me and my grandfather tanning, because that epitomizes our relationship. Me in a little Speedo, him in a full suit, and we are lying next to each other, baking in the sun, except he's in a full suit. That's that man. He taught me how to take care of my nails. He taught me about the beauty of a manicure. He always had manicured hands, always had manicured nails, because he took such pride in his personal appearance. Oh, God, one of the strongest, greatest men to ever walk this earth. And he survived cancer twice before succumbing to cancer. This is his third battle with cancer. He had colon cancer, survived. Stomach cancer, got 90% of his stomach removed, survived. 90 years old, diagnosed with stomach cancer again. And some might say that this is a failure, this is the final battle, that he didn't win. I don't look at it that way. Look at the legacy that he left behind. He left behind, he brought to this earth two beautiful, beautiful girls. One of them is no longer with us, but she's up there watching above, and she gave birth to one of the most incredible, strongest, most brilliant women on the planet, my cousin Lonnie. She's working for national health, and she's out there trying to help the world become a better place. World health, national health, world health. And she's married to an incredible man. She's going to have a wonderful life, and that's part of his legacy. His daughter Joan, well, we know who she gave birth to. She gave birth to Frankie Grande. She gave birth to Ariana Grande. And we know that Ariana's killing it. He passed away knowing that his granddaughter is one of the strongest, most talented, and most successful young artists of this generation. It is an enormous gift. And Ariana was Grandpa's the light in his eye. The apple of his eye. Nona, I was always Nona's favorite. She was always Grandpa's favorite. And we can say that. It's fine, because favorite is this to this. It's not like, oh, well, you're definitely the favorite. It's it's a little thing. It's just something we always said. I always had Nona as Grandpa, but his legacy living on through her is unbelievable. And he got to see that. He got to see her play Madison Square Garden for Jingle Ball. He was there when she got to go on Ellen. He was there when she got to go on the Billboard Awards. He got to watch her